Hey guys, it's George with Diamondyard Sportscards. I'm here with my 2020 wrap-up. This is going to be one of 3 videos that I'm going to be going through the different pickups I've had this year. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. Had a great holiday. I hope everyone spent time with family. I like everybody else in the community. I'm looking forward to this new year. So I'm going to go through these cards with you. I'm going to talk about some of the pop reports, talk to you maybe a little bit about what I might have paid for some of the cards, my opinions on some of the cards. So without further ado, let's kick off the recap of 2020. Here we go. Okay, guys, so I've got 3 videos. This is the first of them. And I'm going to go through, I'm trying to get the camera right here, go through the different cards. Now, the first card I picked up this year was a Jackie Robinson, and I didn't get it. I picked it up at the very end of last year, maybe New Year's Eve, and I got it this year. It's a blue tint Jackie Robinson 1948. This card is just a fantastic card, very hard to find, generally authentic. There are 43 total of this graded, at least of the blue tint. There are a few of the black and white tint, and there are only 6 higher. That's in the blue tint and in the black tint. There's 5 higher in the blue tint and 1 higher in the black and white. And this is the only PSA 4. I'm talking about PSA, not SGC. But this is the only 4. And frankly, it was one of my biggest pickups in a lot of ways because you can't find this high of a grade of this card out there. I know there's 2 out there right now. And at the time, I think I paid about $500 for it. I was prepared to go up to $700, and I was surprised it only went for $500. It is kind of an oddball issue, but I was real happy to pick it up. Next card I picked up was a 1960 Hank Aaron. I couldn't get over the centering on this card. It's an old grade 8. I know some people have, are averse to picking up certain numbers that begin with 0. But I think if you really look at this card, it's got everything you'd want. Centering, the corners are nice. I mean, the color could be brighter, but I even thought this had a chance maybe at a bump or something. But anyway, real happy to pick this Henry Aaron up. This population, there are no PSA 10s of the 1960 Hank Aaron. There are only 9 PSA 9s, 7 PSA 8.5s. There's some qualifiers. There's only 16 PSA graded cards of the PSA 8 Hank Aaron 16 are higher than the 8 that are non-qualifiers. So real happy to pick up that Hank. Next card. This one I just saw. It was a guy in Canada selling this. And I have a 4 of this card, but I said, man, this card was so nice. The centering was really nice. The corner here you can see has got issues, but boy, and I mean, I think it was like $220, and the Canadian shipping was a little bit more, like $15. The guy sent it out and did a great job packing it, and I was happy to pick up this 53 Jackie in a 2.5. As you all know, a lot of this stuff has gone crazy price-wise. Picked up this Canadian Exhibits Jackie. And I think I had shown this off in a recent video with Vintage Oddball Cards. This is a 7. It's a red tint. The Canadian Exhibits, there's 17 of these red tints graded. There is only 1 higher than a 7. There's a 9. And that's it. There are 10 regular and there are 5 green tints that are graded. But this is just kind of a rare issue like the 47 to 66 Exhibits, but a Canadian version. So real pumped about that. Picked this one up. I always thought these 82s, I thought for a long time cards like 85 Donruss, 82 tops, 81 tops, 80 tops, they're really hard to get in 10s. And so earlier in the year, and this is going chronologically, guys, this is all chronological from the beginning of the year on. I think I picked up this Henderson. I saw it was going bananas. It went up from a $70 card to like $120 card, some sales. So I ended up getting this on auction for somewhere around $110, $115. Third year Rickey. As I've said before, I think it's just a beautiful image of Henderson. He is at his best, getting ready to nab one of those bases. I had been trying to pick up some Tony Gwynn stuff. I wish I would have picked up an 85 Fleer. I wish I would have picked up an 83 Tops. But I did manage to nab this 84 Topps Gwynn in a 10. I always love this card. I love the pink right there on the card. The colors are just great. Earlier Tony Gwynn card. And just a fantastic, obviously, just a really, anybody who grew up in the 80s understands the greatness of Tony Gwynn, and he only got better over the years. So got that one, and then this was a Satchel Paige autograph, and I know that Baseball Collector's shown one off like this. This one's a 9, and I was really excited. I actually have another few of these, and there are 2 of them, but this one was graded, and it only went for $212 early in the year, which I thought was a smoking deal. Satch's rules for life are on the back. Avoid fried foods. They angers the blood. But anyway, one of the great, if not the greatest pitcher, one of the great pitchers of all time. Willie Mays, I was trying to pick up a 56 and 55 Mays this year. I did pick up this 55 Mays, and I only picked it up really as a placeholder because the centering on these cards is so difficult. And it was a little bit low, but left to right. And I mean, the only thing that makes it a 3.5 are the corners. You can see, you know, there's corner wear there, but it's a beautiful Mays card. It really is. And it was reasonable at the time. Earlier in the year, working with the guy, he even took off about $25 for this 55 Mays. Next card I picked up at the Long Beach show. Back when they had shows, I picked up 2 cards. I got this one from my buddy LA Collection, Levon, and we traded. I gave him a Jordan, Tony's Pizza Jordan, and he traded me this beautiful Dizzy Dean card in a 2. This Dean, I think there's about 500 graded total. So it's not a super high pop card. It's beautiful. I mean, I wish it was a 33. Those go for more, but you know, at 34, I'll take that all day. And so we were able to work a trade. So that's Dizzy Dean. Take out Rickey here and put in Dizzy. And then also at the show, I picked up, I don't buy too many Mantles because they're, you know, Mantles can really get up there, but I made a trade with Minnesota Bob, and I got myself this nice 54 Bowman Mantle. And boy, I thought this card was just fantastic. The centering was really good. I mean, it's not perfect, but it has just amazing eye appeal. And it's a 4.5. You know, so often there are like there's like print lines and things like that, roller lines on these cards, but this thing is pretty clean. And I was able to trade some cards to get this one, and real happy to pick up this Mick. So let's put that Mantle. We'll take out, I had Tony Gwynn there, but not anymore, I guess. We'll just put Mantle right here. I bought this one and I got it graded. It's nothing spectacular. Mike Trout, Topps Heritage. I think I bought it at a shop for maybe 20 bucks. Just got it graded. Some cards I got graded I'm going to show off. This is one of them. I bought this off the bid board at my local card shop. It's a 75 Tom Seaver. I thought this card has a real shot at a 9. I mean, it just looks fantastic. And then I subbed it to PSA and it got a 9. I subbed it back in February. The February show, didn't get it back. Probably purchased it January, subbed it February, got it back, you know, before PSA had the huge backup. But anyway, real beautiful Seaver in a 9. So we'll just put him right there. And of that Seaver, there's 2,400 graded. There's only 13 10s of this Seaver and only 233 9s. This is a SGC card I bought off Rob Rosen, who works for Heritage Auctions. Got a steal on it. It was an SGC 7.5. I subbed it to PSA in the holder for a review, and they gave it a PSA 7.5. And I just couldn't really find much wrong with this Joe Morgan. You know, unfortunately, he passed this year, like Tom Seaver, Bob Gibson, Whitey, you know, K-Line. Anyway, really, really nice Joe Morgan rookie card in a 7.5. And again, really lucky that it crossed over. This was my most exciting, I think, for me of the year pickup. I picked this up in January. I always wanted one of these. It's a Jackie Robinson autograph. I got it off a guy on eBay, worked together. He sent me some extra pictures of it. I said, I'll buy that autograph. And then I took it to Long Beach and subbed it. As soon as I got it, I thought, man, this thing looks like Jackie Robinson signed it yesterday. It is a cut autograph and PSA graded. I'd never done a graded PSA autograph, and it received a Gem Mint 10. It's just got great blue, you know, Dodger blue. And I just thought, man, this looks like Jackie signed it yesterday. And this was probably my best pickup of the year. I've got a bunch of cards I think are really nice, and some here are very, very nice. But for me, this was the biggest thing I could have gotten this year, Jackie Robinson. Got some eBay bucks. I thought this card had always kind of been undervalued, and it took some of the price off. It was a 1969 Nolan Ryan. You know, I have a rookie and a 3.5. Just not willing to upgrade right now, but this 7, I mean, the colors were great. The centering was super nice. It's a little bit low, but still a sweet Nolan Ryan card. And I think at the time the guy wanted $300. I ended up paying that, and I just felt kind of like, oh, I paid too much for this. But I think the card's gone up, and I'm real happy with this Ryan card. Next card. This at the beginning, the pandemic started, and I started to look at stuff, and you know, it's easy to want to get, you know, the pandemic started and Jordan stuff was going crazy, but I ended up buying this 35 Gaudy red roughing Malone, Lazzeri, and Dickey card, and I just could not believe the color on this thing. It was one of the best cards I had seen. My camera's having some issues here, so let me just prop it up real quick so you guys can get a better look at this nice card. There we go. So yeah, this Gaudy 4-in-1, really liked it. I mean, you've got 3 Hall of Famers on the card. I've always liked it. And it's just a real clean card. You don't see many 5.5s of 33 Gaudy or 35 Gaudy. This card is a Jackie Robinson 49 Bowman. The guy had it. I had no feedbacks on eBay. And he wanted $450 for it raw. This is back in, I want to say April-ish. And I said, well, you know, it looks real to me. I'll give you, I ended up negotiating him down to about $415. Got the card, looked at it, said, man, this looks good. I'll be happy with even authentic. And it got a PSA 1, which again, I was super happy with. It's got creases in it, admittedly, but the centering is fantastic. I'm just trying to get a better, let me work on this, boys. Get a better glimpse of the card. But, you know, I was real happy to pick this one up. The color's fantastic. The centering was really good. And so PSA graded it a 1. I was super pumped about that. Clearly. We'll put him over there. Albert Pujols. Always thought this card was undervalued, and thankfully I picked it up before things went bananas. Albert Pujols, 2001 Fleer, Gem in 10. I actually bought 2 cases of and split them with a buddy. So we have some out at PSA right now. I sent in 5 Pujolses and 6 Ichiros. So we'll see if they come back anywhere near 10s. But I always thought this card was really nice, kind of taken off of the 55/56 tops horizontal style. Next card, Tim Duncan. Man, this guy is underrated, isn't he? I mean, really. Like, I mean, I know that they have, you know, and God bless Kobe's soul, and Kobe is fantastic, and what an awesome player. But Kobe and Duncan had some amazing battles, and you'd be hard-pressed to say that one got over the other all that often. But I picked this one up when it was like, I mean, it was less than $100, and I'm thinking to myself, this guy is the greatest power forward of all time. Big Spurs fan, and just thought, wow, I got to pick this up. Next card was a huge pickup during the pandemic, and things started to go up, and Jordan cards started to go bananas. And this is an 88 Fleer Jordan, you know, it pained me what I paid for this, because I paid about $1,700. Then it went down in price, and now it's back up, and it's a PSA 10 88 Fleer Jordan. I had a chance a couple years ago, 2 years ago, to pick up an 87 Fleer Jordan in a 10 for $2,000. And I said, oh, no, that's way too expensive, way too expensive. This is a local card shop. Of course, the dudes took it to the National and sold it. But this Jordan, I mean, the pop report on the 88 Fleer Jordan is ludicrous. There's 14,000 graded. There's only 534 PSA 10s. And this is, I mean, I looked at this before they did their PSA, did their Jordan grading special, and there were still only like 500 and maybe 20 you know, PSA 10 Jordans. So super ridiculously low percentage of 10s. But really happy to pick up this card of Mike. At some point, I'll tell a story about 86 Fleer. I don't have a Jordan rookie, and I had, you know, 2 or 3 of them back in the day. But anyway, really excited about that Jordan. Sorry, Joe. We'll put Michael there for now. Heading towards the home stretch, I think. Clemente. I wish I had picked up a Clemente rookie this year. I was working on a guy on a 3, and I just didn't pull the trigger, and now I'm regretting it. But I did pick up this 66 Clemente in a 6. Couldn't get over the centering. 66s are so tough with the centering, and just really like this Clemente. I mean, you know, what can you say about him? Next card, Trout. Picked up a couple Trouts. I know these cards were, you know, going for a lot of money. Frankly, my son Ryan had one. He had graded it a 10. I totally forgot about it. We checked it one day, and some guy just sold one for $300. I said, you got to be kidding me. So I went online and, you know, looked the pop report and kind of figured the reason people are buying these instead of the rookie is so outrageously priced that, you know, people are buying the second-year Trout. Obviously, doesn't have the eye appeal the first year, but I did pick up Beckett 9.5. I picked up a 10. I picked up a couple 10s. You know, anywhere from between $175 to $200. They've gone down a little bit, but season is coming, and I'm sure, just like all Trout stuff, it will continue to rise. 2 more cards here, guys, and 1 more autograph. This was a Tim Duncan Crystal in a Gem Mint 10. Low pop. There are 25 PSA 10s of this. The regular Fleer I showed you, there are 473 10s. And there's a Tiffany, which is a little bit lower, 19. So you have Tiffany's Tier 1 Crystal and then the regular. But I figured, you know, this was like $200. Again, Duncan is Duncan. And it's always going to be Duncan, you know, greatest power forward of all time. I know some people might argue with that, and I understand that. But this guy's just fantastic. And oh, I think I got some other cards in here. Yep, I do. Ripken. I thought, man, now's the time to buy some Ripkins. The market was going bananas in May, and I'm like, I saw online some guy had Ripkins. I know how hard these are to grade. I'm like, PSA is not giving out 10s much anymore. And so picked up the Donruss, I think, for like $40 to $50, and maybe the tops for like $35. I'm like, you know, that's the cost of grading. If it's $12 and it's like $3 to ship it, these cards are super tough to get in 10s. 80s cards, as you guys all know, if you submit anything from that era. Glaber, Metallic Snowflake. I know he will be back. I know he will improve, and I'm sure that he'll do very well. Then at Bellinger, there's only 50 of these Metallic Snowflakes in 10s. Now, I know it's not like a true rookie, but these are low pop cards. They're kind of cool. And there's only 50 10s, which is very surprising because I presume there are far more of the 18 Acuna Metallic Snowflake. For some reason, maybe the print run of 17 Holiday was much lower. But Bellinger, you figure MVP, Rookie of the Year, now he's won a World Series. He's got everything going for him. Last 2 cards. Branch Rickey, picked this up, and this is heading into like May, June pickups. They're only, there's 5 PSA 10s in this card, and there are 18 PSA 9s. But just thought it was a cool Branch Rickey card. I'm always looking to pick up 60, 61 Fleer. I think it's a great set. So last thing I had was an autograph, and it was of Branch Rickey. So I got the Jackie autograph, and then I picked up this Branch Rickey autograph, which was really, really beautiful. It has a authentication letter that I got. It's a PSA authentication letter. And what's really cool about this Rickey is it's kind of a postcardy stock. And on the back, we've got early win, autographed, certified, and a part of Mr. Al Kaline's autograph. Anyway, guys, so I got Branch Rickey and Jackie Robinson autographs together I picked up. Guys, I thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support of the channel. Like, subscribe, and keep collecting.